All right. Hello, sociology class. Today, the 21st of July, um, group of sociology students met in the online class for the first time this semester. Um, we had a little bit of a look at the concept of deviance. Firstly, we went over the key teachers for the term. We got Adrian, Alexander, Karma, and myself, Julian, all as sociology teachers for this term. So one of us will be a teacher throughout the whole year, but you might notice all of us in the online course or in these online lessons. Okay, so uh, this week we tried to bring together ideas from weeks 1 and 2. The key topics we've been discussing is what is deviance, what is social control, does it have a function or purpose? And the key terms we've been looking at is sanctions, norms, social controls, and functions of deviance. Now, it was hard to define deviance, but a working definition might be any behavior that violates social norms, and that is usually sufficiently severe to warrant disapproval from the majority of society. We actually had a little bit of debate about this idea of warrants disapproval. Someone mentioned that positive deviance creates some positive affirmations of deviant behavior. We come back to that a little bit in week 4, but that was interesting to consider. Then we did a little bit of polling. Firstly, we tried to rate which behaviors were most deviant. Um, illegally downloading, not saying anything while being mischarged by a waiter, lying about your child's age, and the list goes on. So we kind of did a bit of a poll to try and work out social norms and the severity of them. We also tried to stay up to date with everything that's been going on with coronavirus. This came out in the media recently. Someone posted it up on their Facebook page. It was a pizza maker in Richmond, and they asked the question, they're delivering 9 pizzas to a place, should they call the authorities? So we had a bit of a discussion about how dramatically social norms have changed with COVID-19, the fact that we're all going to moving towards using masks, and how this has changed quite a lot. We wondered if the idea of dobbing in your neighbor, that social norm, has started to shift a little bit. And we kind of discussed a little bit about the underlying values relating to what's informing our ideas of social norms at the moment. So that was all quite interesting. Then we had a look at a little bit more of a focus on week 2 with the key sociological theorist of Emil Durkheim. He argues, interestingly, that all societies actually need deviance. It serves as the various functions for the society, for the stability and harmony of that society. So, interestingly, and maybe perhaps counterintuitively, society actually needs deviance. And why is that? Well, it serves particular functions or purpose for that society. One is that it affirms the social norms and values of that society. So it kind of uh, says to everyone, these are the social norms and values that we value. It clarifies the social norms and boundaries. Perhaps like the pizza maker um, uh, here, it clarifies to everyone exactly what are the moral boundaries, what's acceptable behavior, what's not acceptable behavior. Durkheim also argues that its function is to bring together society. It unifies us so that we can collectively get together and affirm ourselves. And by our reaction and participation and um, how we judge actions and things like that. And lastly, Durkheim argues that it promotes social change. So, over time, if a lot of norms are violated, what was once considered as deviant behavior might be considered as a social norm. Like, for instance, tattoos used to be quite deviant behavior or quite deviant illustrations that people put on themselves, but now they're pretty acceptable and no one's going to, or they would not hold it against you in a workplace or that type of field as much as it once was considered. Okay, so then we just finished up with a bit of a chat about week 2 and the main task for that week, which is to choose a TV character or fictional character that you would like to pursue with discussions on deviance relating to Durkheim and another theorist, which we'll cover in week 2, which is their name is Travis Hirschrich. So that's about all that we've covered. We'll also upload this PowerPoint to the homepage of Sociology. So that was all that took place on Tuesday, the 21st of July. Thanks.